Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl Misha representing Straight Outer Trade with Misha. Today is 23rd June 2025. It has been long. I'm back again. I'd like to take you through today's trade analysis, chart studying, could call it tape reading. But before anything, I would like to share with you my mantra. My mantra goes like success is my duty, obligation, and a responsibility. It is my duty to make myself successful. It is my responsibility and it is my obligation. I must make it work. If it worked for other people, it must. It is a must. Success is never an option. It is a must. I either succeed or succeed. Today is Monday, and I would like to share with you some trade breakdown. I will start from Friday, New York Open, not New York Open, from New York session. We had price take out sell side liquidity. We had sell side liquidity that was resting below here. Price took out sell side liquidity. Then we had this impulsive move higher, or you can call it an expansion higher, breaking structure here. So when price broke structure higher, left a bullish order block. We also had a fair value gap in here. Like when you look closely, we had a bullish order block and a fair value gap. So price traded higher, then we closed the week here. Today, Monday, we opened on a gap. We had this huge gap termed as a new week opening gap. So we had the new day open, price traded below, close, closing out this gap by these three consecutive down close. Then we had a return to the order block that was left on Friday New York session. So we had price trade back into the order block. At this point in this count, you had a bullish order block and a fair value gap. So we had this retracement back into our order block and a fair value gap. And if you look back like closely here, we also had a bullish breaker. So we had a multiple of PDRA that were left behind on Friday, New York. So New Week open, we had a gap, it was filled in. Then we had price trade back into these multiple PDRAs that were left. So today, London open, price had already reached our multiple PDRAs. We had an inducement here. Price came, took out the inducement, then left this huge rejection in here. You can clearly see that this was a rejection, showing us that price is now ready to reverse back into bullish. We formed a swing low after price hitting our multiple PDRAs, then started consolidating in that. After that, we had a change in state of delivery at this point because we had price rally down, take out the inducement or the sell side liquidity. Then price came, closed back above these two down close consecutive candles, making that change in state of delivery, or you can call it a change in market structure. So we had price trade up, like here we left a fair value gap, immediate rebalance by this candle. Price broke higher, taking out this high. So I would consider that as a breaking market structure. We had an immediate return to a fair value gap. Like this was a fair value gap. Price immediately came and rebalanced it. Then we had this move higher, taking out this high that was buy side liquidity, resting above. Then after price taking out this buy side liquidity, we had a drop back into the discount of our dealing range. So our new dealing range was from this low to this high. Could see this. It was from this low to this high that was formed recently. So when I get my fib, anchor it from my low. Why is this my dealing range low? Because it took out sell side liquidity. Then we had this Larry up back into premium. When I look closely in the premium, we had this rejection block. We had this bearish order block. Then we had tiny fair value gap in here. So price reached out into the premium portion of my range. Then we had this move down back into the discount of our range. So after identifying my premium and discount, this was the equilibrium of the range. We had price drop back into, when you look closely, like we had an inversion fair value gap in here, this. So we had it price trading back into the inversion fair value gap and started rejecting, forming a swing low. So from here to here, price formed this swing low. So the moment I see that price is now rejecting, forming a new structure that is a swing low in premium, it doesn't just happen randomly, but when you look closely, we had an inversion fair value gap in here and bullish order block. So price reached that and it reacted off that, forming a swing low. So if you want to participate trend continuation, in this case we are bullish, you could take your entry from here after confirming that price is really respecting the PDR raise in the discount and is now ready to move up. So like price moved back again bullishly, taking out the bearish PDR raise. In this case, the bearish PDR raise, we had this fair value gap, a CB. We also had this fair value gap, you could call it a CB, but still, when price was moving up, it left a fair value gap which was violated. Then price came again and closed back up inside, like back up above this fair value gap. So this fair value gap was being overlapped multiple times. We had a CB, no, rather, we had a BC overlapped by a CB, then price still came and overlapped it with buy side. So I would consider this as a balance price range. That's why we had this retracement. Price came again, reacted off this balance price range, formed another swing low. So the moment you see that price is forming new highs or lows in the market, it is a significant that it is really ready and willing to continue in that trend. In this case, we had this low formed. We had price crossing back above this bearish PDR raise, showing that it is really bullish. Then we had it trade back into the balance price range and formed a swing low. Then we had this expansion afterwards. So recently, we've broken higher, like above this. This was my target and it has really traded wonderfully into this high, taking out the buy side liquidity. I wouldn't be looking for any reversals because it is still continuing bullishly. I remain as Misha. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. As I close off, I would like to share with you my mantra: success is my duty, obligation, and a responsibility. Thank you. Be blessed. See you at the top.